And I'm back. Hi there, everybody. It's XV, coming at you in westerly direction. I don't know. We're back with some control. So, before I begin, there's a couple things that I want to talk about. So, first of all, an individual in the comments, I believe it is pronounced Lethy Soda, has pointed out something that completely went over my head. So, as you'll recall, we discovered, much to at least my immediate horror, that this entire facility is being powered by what I took to be a caged elder god, an individual referred to only as Northmore, who was trapped in a sarcophagus of some kind that was, in quotes, humanely siphoning off his excess energy. What Lethy Soda pointed out was that there's a very strong chance that Northmore is Broderick Northmore, the first director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Which, frankly, I find to be a little bit horrifying. We are aware of two directors before me. One of them shot himself in the head, we presume, and the other one apparently became so overwhelmingly out of control powerful that now they keep him in something referred to explicitly as a sarcophagus and drain off his excess energy. To be very clear, from the thing that we read, it's not really clear whether or not he's still anything remotely resembling human. He apparently got out once by translocating or teleporting, and we don't really know what he's about anymore. We don't know if the amount of power and whatever that the board has instilled him with. We don't know if he's still human. Chances are he probably isn't. Anyway, so I just wanted to throw that one out there because I thought that was pretty fucking neat. It's a really, really fucking neat detail that I never picked up before. So, Lethy Soda, thanks very much for pointing that one out. I did some work in the in-between, which mostly was just going after board countermeasures and occasionally those things that pop up, the little special combat encounters. I think that I was right in not going after them while videoing. They're fun to play, but I don't know if they'd be that much fun to watch. It's just a little combat encounter. While I was doing that, I almost accidentally completed the first part of Langston's Runaways. I found the hand chair, I found the stoplight, and I found the moving letter. Those I don't regret not filming those because while they were pretty fun to play, there really wasn't a whole lot about them that I feel it would be that would be very entertaining to watch. I went back, I turned them in, and I got the next batch. I went after the flamingo and immediately saw that, okay, this is now something that would be, I feel, quite entertaining to watch. So I'm leaving that one on camera, as it were. I also found this. Look, everybody, it's another Threshold, kids. Oh no!
TV! Let's watch Jockeys in Space! It's not safe.
It's quite an army out there.
Star Captain Hee-Haw! Can I poke it with a stick? Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Bureau rule number 74. Always be suspicious of things that weren't there before.
What?
Looks safe to me.
Oh, Topher.
Wait! It's not even plugged in!
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay, well, so that was that. I also did pick up, no, not research and records. Hold on. It's the hand share procedure. This was the hand share that I found. Item must be kept under isolation, removed from other unsecured objects. Under no circumstances is the item to be sat in. I found this stuck to a ceiling. It was a minor combat encounter around it. I hit it with a rock and it fell, and then I was able to I don't know, stabilize it, bind it, I'm not really sure. Contain it. Description / altered effect. A plastic seat shaped like a human hand from the 1960s. The hand's palm forms a seat with the fingers acting as the chair's back. The item affects gravitational forces, attracting and repelling objects near itself with a force of... Its fingers have also been observed to change position, though too quickly to be witnessed or filmed. The item may be changing forms rather than moving. The item only displays these effects during full moons. Sample analysis confirms that it contains human genetic material. Background: found in a warehouse at Albany. A team of ranger trainees accompanied by an experienced field agent were dispatched to investigate local rumors when they encountered the item. They successfully retrieved the item. See case PAI 6122 for details. I was born in Brooklyn. I currently live in Buffalo, which is in western New York. I would never trust anything that happened in Albany. There was a couple more. Hold on. This is the this was the refrigerator, which, as you'll recall, ate Phil. An Arctic Queen brand electric refrigerator model from the 1960s. No cooling functionality. The doors are decorated with crayon illustrations, but the illustrations cannot be removed from the item. All attempts have failed. The paper cannot be burned or torn. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after it survived the collapse of New York City's Grand Central Hotel, where it served as an appliance in an apartment rented by a man named... It became the subject of local infamy after surviving the building's collapse undamaged. Mr. who was out of the building at the time of collapse, PM, retained ownership of the item until 1974, when the Bureau purchased the item through a false identity. Appendix: new altered effect has been observed. See file altered item 10F for details. See file altered item 10K for new containment procedures. As we know, what that includes is you had to keep on staring at it, otherwise it caused physical pain, could destabilize, I don't know. There was a fucking elder thing living in the refrigerator, and it fucking ate Phil, and I still kind of blame myself for that. Not kind of. I blame myself for that. We could have... That was our fault. The last one I'm going to read for right now is traffic light procedures. The traffic light was another minor thing that I picked up. It was in the same corridor that we found the Benikoff television, which taught us how to fly. It forced us to play a game of red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. If you are not an American or otherwise don't recognize that game, basically what it is it flashed its green light, and you could move towards it during its green light. You had to stop when it was red light, or else it would send you all the way back to the beginning of the corridor. It was pretty fun to play. I can't imagine it would have been too much fun to watch. Containment procedure: the object's effect is subdued by exposure to sunlight. Description / altered effect: a traffic light with 3 distinct lights arranged vertically on each of its 4 sides from top to bottom. The lights shine red, yellow, and green. A popular children's game, see CBA-316 for details, is believed to be integral in the manifestation of this item and its effect. If an entity approaches the item while its red light is activated, they will be instantaneously relocated a distance of from the item. Note: theories that the item is shifting people to a former timeline or parallel universe have been explored and dismissed. I'm glad to hear that they did all their due diligence. Background: the item was discovered after a streetlight at an intersection near an elementary school began shifting people away from itself after sunset. A local panic brought the case to the attention of the Bureau. The item was contained and a gas leak was blamed for this confusion in the townspeople's perception. We have an entire department that is based on altering perception. We are truly the epitome of the shadowy government organization trope. I believe that we're going this way. So the flamingo is down here somewhere, and we're gonna take a crack at it. And then I am going to. There's something new that I want to do. We were not able to do this earlier. Old growth. Locate Dr. Underhill below Central Research. I have. Ooh, that is not the right way. Ah, there it is. Okay, so I absolutely found this immediately and did not blunder around for almost 15 minutes.
That's got to be an altered item.
Yeah, that's seems like a pretty. Oh Jesus! Whoa! Oh! Oh, I see. Oh no, I don't see. Do I have to avoid? Yup! Whoop! Shit! Okay, I guess I have to. I see. I have to avoid the fluctuations in the floor. Whoa! Shit! Oh God!
This thing again.
This thing again. Well, we already know how to do this. Whoa! Uh-oh. Swing and a miss. Got him. Shit, man. Is that just a thing that's going to happen from now on? I feel like that's just a thing that's going to happen from now on.
I never did like flamingos.
Ah.
Too pink.
Electric guitar riff. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. So, where we are going next. I want to go after the mold. I want to find out what is happening there. So that's the next thing we're doing. I believe that is in research. Time jump! You didn't miss anything. Alright. So what we're going after right now is Dr. Underhill. We found several references to her in the past. I panic a little bit every single time I see red. Red lights equals bad. Oh, something over here. Threshold utility. Utilization of paranatural elements. Thresholds. Summary. Thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. We must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The quarry brought black rock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go in fighting back the particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing, as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. Refer to file 5-94-1284 for full report. And that was compiled by Casper Darling. He is trying to find a use for mold, which, as we already know, is incredibly dangerous and seems to turn people into zombies. And what's especially concerning is that seems to be totally separate from everything else that is happening here. Now, we tried doing this before. We couldn't because, I tried to, drop down and then use dodge to break my fall, but the game didn't allow me to because we need to be able to fly, so we're flying down, and it seems to be working. Okay. Just more office space that's just been completely obliterated. And this is not even connected to what's happening with the hiss. This is a completely unrelated extinction level event. Okay. So I've already met some mold zombies, and I have an idea of what's coming. So I don't think Pierce is going to be the best idea. Let's try going with charge. And try not to blow ourselves up. Larger blast radius. So, I had some time to play around with charge. It's a 2-stage explosion. First it explodes, then it implodes. It's pretty neat. It's also... That's... Let's see where this plugs. See where it plugs? Oh, that's, Again, people just work here. And there's another... Okay. Whoops! That was a mistake. Hit the wrong button. This is deeply, deeply, deeply concerning. Because, as far as we know, the mold has taken over all this place before... All this shit with the mold happened before we arrived, which means we weren't director yet. This has mold growing on it. So... Was that already there? Or did that used to be a portrait of the previous... Did that used to be a portrait of the previous director, and it just changes. Are you green? Green. Okay.
Careful in there. Area's under quarantine.
I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first.
Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Excuse me? Are you lost?
Yes. Very.
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
I barge into everyone's private workspaces.
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet?
Oh my god.
The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
Any samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Oh god. Okay.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a
Okay.
list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
All right. Okay. So, all those mold infestations that we found, this is all just in research, huh? Okay, well, that's good. So it's all going to be in a relatively close place, I guess. Again, I want to point out, this is completely separate. This is like totally distinct and separate from the existing Hiss extinction event. This is a completely different extinction event.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a butt coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid.
See?
She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other.
But he is actually your
Of
boss.
course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations.
Everyone around here
He
loves
always needs to
alliteration.
be the hero.
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor. A temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere.
Wow.
I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
I like her.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot.
Oh my god. Ah, mold hosts.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
That's some weird effects on things.
Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host.
Yeah, we've already found those.
Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible.
You've clearly never heard. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Red bloom. Viral
Thanks
bloom,
for the
fungal bloom.
information.
There's a lot of ways that
My
the word
pleasure.
bloom can be awful. So we're going to be looking for these things. Looks. I can't. See, I've been playing Bug Snacks, and my God, this thing looks like it's like with the little googly eyes, and there's a fork stuck in it. There's a fork stuck in it. Why did she stick a fucking? Okay, dude, this place is bananas. Threshold utility counter essay. Alternative perspective, RE, Thresholds Utility Research. Summary, Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. What are the words? What are the words would you use? What are the words would you use? It is actually literally actively hostile. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into... Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall. Oh, the shade. The shade. I want to repeat that. Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall. Zing! But I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Refer to file 2-35-1836, 63 for a full report. So, Dr. Raya Underhill is a crazy monster, horrible person. I kind of fucking love her, and I wish I was related to her. She is exactly the worst kind of everything in this place. Her, I would call it contempt for human life. Apathy probably is a better word. Abject apathy towards human life. We know this thing is actively hostile. There's no progress report. Active threshold / mold research. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar in appearance to construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these are the original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. Well, that explains why people have been stuffing that into their mouths. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is a truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Okay, so, again, actively hostile. Actively, directly hostile. Underhill checking in. This is from C. Darling to R. Underhill. Subject, how's it going? Hello, Raya. How is it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive, but I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry about the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything else besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Talk soon, Casper. Wow. So that's their rivalry. It's entirely one-sided. These are pictures of funguses. Okay. Don't let mold hitch a ride. Do as you're told. Don't eat mold.
This work won't finish
All right. Here's some grip.
itself.
So we are in the active threshold right now, and we're not on the map. We're not on the map at all. Okay. So, Type A grows near fresh toilets. Type B grows, near fresh toilets, good God. Near fresh corpses. Type 2... Is it something here? I'm just checking back to where I came from to see if there was any stuff back here. Doesn't seem likely. Also, I'm not really sure where this is going to be. It's fine. Nothing? Nothing. Okay, alright, that's fine. Let's go. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't want to have to come save me either. This is horrible. This is not even a joke. This is legitimately an extinction level threat. This is Underhill is a hell of a lady.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how the mold tastes.
Oh, God, don't eat the mold. We're not eating mold. We're not eating mold.
Are those people?
Yep. That's what... Oh, they track. That's terrible. Okay, so that's very, very high. These are high priority targets. These need to die quickly. Because they are ranged, they don't make a noise when they fire, so it's difficult to tell when they're coming, and they track. Okay. Now we already know that we're not going to be able to, that the whole thing that we're doing here. Whoop! Remember what I said about high priority targets? Shit. Okay. Let's see. It's just those two over there. There's not one behind. Good. Is that everybody? Okay. Okay, so let's check down here. Picnic basket procedures. We've seen the picnic basket. We have seen the picnic basket before. Item to be stored in black rock paneled cell. Gluing rocks to walls. Keep away from lab animals when not in use. Description / altered effect. A simple wicker basket with cloth lining. No food items inside. The item produces a hypnotic effect that solely affects non-human animals, forcing them to congregate passively around the object. Animals from every genus and species that have thus far been tested are susceptible. Single-celled organisms do not appear to react to the effect. Appendix 6-97. Item was taken to a forest upstate for testing. Results of the test provided contradicting behavior, as some of the attracted animals exhibited Good God, I can't read today. Results of the test provided contradicting data, as some of the attracted animals exhibited hyper-aggressive behavior. The exercise unfortunately resulted in... Further testing should be restricted to more low-risk animal species with medical staff on standby. This was the plastic, the pink flamingo, for God's sake, a plastic pink flamingo lawn ornament. 2 steel prongs extended from its underside. The item is suspected to influence atmospheric physics, altering meteorological phenomena in the area. The effect is currently unconfirmed. Supplement. Agents noticed a transient commonly found within the entrance. Of the Bureau headquarters would carry the item and loudly complain to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. The frequency of these claims attracted the personal interest of Dr. Darling. So a homeless person brought this pink flamingo to us. In interviews disguised as casual conversations, the transient reported that the item gives me clouds when it's hot and sun when it's not. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. See PAI 1372 for a detailed observation. Dr. Darling reported a wait of before the rain stopped. The vagrant was seized the next day after he was found to possess no and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status. Although this has not been proven, all known variations of identification formulas have failed to elicit a response from the item. Well, we already know it had a fucking elder thing inside it, so... Okay, that's combat music. That's someone moving? That is someone moving. Oh dear! Uh-oh. Whoops. Okay. I thought I had regular grip on, that's why... Right, yeah, sorry. Is there anything, let's go. Okay. I don't see anything in here, so it was just that. I believe I've already checked in that lab. I'm going to try again, just to take a look. Yeah, whoop. It's worth killing these guys. They drop a particular thing that they drop a particular upgrade thingy material that I'm looking for. Fucking finally a control point. Okay. Is that going to undo any of the fuckery in the wall? No, it is absolutely not going to undo any of the fuckery in the wall. Where is that light coming from? They all died. Except they're not infected by mold, so they were killed by mold people. Okay, good. Good. Fresh corpses. And there's our biscuit.
This must be one of the samples.
Okay, so now we just need toilets and televisions. Fresher the better. Let's take a look real quick. I want to see if I can make any new... Alright, we can upgrade spin. That's what I've been waiting on. Good. Okay. Did I just upgrade spin twice? Did I just upgrade spin? Did I just... Or accuracy, higher rate of fire. Let's see what you look like. Not bad. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. Okay. We love a game that rewards curiosity. Alright, let's see what's up in here. There is definitely up here. Okay. Is there anything here? No? Is this one of the originals? I hope that's not one of the original spores. We've seen those things all over the place. Well, we haven't had anything asking us to eat it, so we're going to assume... Since apparently we are actually susceptible to this. The actual zombies honestly ain't shit. It's those turret things. That's the real problem. Televisions and toilets. And very, very bright lights. There. While we're here, I completed Levitate. We now, yeah. So, more energy, more launch damage, or safe for more health. I want to say more launch damage. We're already killing mooks in one hit, but I want... Yeah. I think I need to go there. Yeah. Maybe. Balloon procedures. Get well balloon. We saw this before. Item must be kept away from animals. The cell must be regularly cleaned of the black substance the item produces. All cleaning tools must be along with the black substance itself. Item is a novelty balloon made of silver mylar. On its face is a colorful get well surrounded. On its face, good God, try that again. On its face is a colorful message to get well surrounded by cartoon hearts. A ribbon is attached to the balloon. Item has not stopped floating after a considerable amount of time in the bureau, which suggests it does not hover through the use of helium. The item produces a dark-colored sticky substance which drips down its ribbon. It needs to be cleaned, and it needs to be kept away from restrooms. There's something up there. Ha! Cool. All right, toilet.
Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, what the that one's upside down. Okay. Okay. Alright, what's left is televisions. There. Oh, another way of getting in here too.
This looks like a good one. That's all 5 samples. I should get these back to Underhill. Wow.
Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well. But accidents do happen.
Wow.
Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food.
Oh, God.
And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
Okay, that is even more than the fact that this remains the creepiest fucking puppet show. What bothers me most about it is that, as we've learned from a file, this creepy, horrible fucking puppet show was made deliberately for, well, probably for my brother. Probably, whoa, nope, not fucking around with you. Probably for Dylan. To teach him about what life in the Threshold is just like. And, okay, but even more grim than that, we've seen how thresholds, not the hiss apparently, just thresholds, distort the world around us. It had never really occurred to me that it's possible that entire corridors could have just been blocked off like that, and then those people are just stuck there. And as we've seen from the Benikoff TV, the world doesn't unfuck itself when you remove the thing that was fucking it. It just stays fucked. So those people just starve to death in the walls, I guess.
You look like a woman with mold for me.
Oh my god. Wow. Yes, I sure do. I am a woman with mold for you.
I found all 5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold, or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold, or fungus, because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Your old biology teacher was
Did you happen to meet
crazy.
any more members of my ranger detail?
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people.
We did see rangers. They were dead.
Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers.
Oh my
I
god.
refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores.
Oh, I see.
I
That's
feel like I
nice.
should ask to see her credentials.
There. That didn't take too long now, did it?
It did not. You're
Ingest
kidding.
this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
Take your fucking pill.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jesse.
Ugh. Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Yes!
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
Okay. Let's go find
Thanks
that
for the
source.
information.
My pleasure. I'll get back to more important things.
Yes, you do that. Get back to more important things. That was really funny though, when Mr. Bone, whatever the fuck it was, the skeleton thing, when the walls start distorting, and he just slaps down one of those big weird satellite dish things we've seen
This
and goes,
must be the pit we were
fixed.
talking about.
That's fucking great. That's really funny. All right. So we can finally go down here without it killing us. Can we touch the floor? We can touch the floor.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. It's down this weird special looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. So this, it smells delicious.
Yep. So here's the
God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
Oops. Hold on. Okay, so no stopping power on that whatsoever. I'm still just not convinced that spin is better than grip. All right.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, what? Still in the threshold? Oh, he's straight up eating the vegetables now, because, why not?
Oh, God.
Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's.
Oh, God.
Hey, Ollie, what'd you find out?
Okay. So. Oh, God. What the fuck? Oh, this is another... Okay, so we've been in rooms like this. This is where they're doing some kind of experimentation, I guess? Jesus Christ. Again, I say, people just work here. Alright. Alright, there's something up there. We love a game that rewards curiosity.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty.
Uh-oh!
Nope.
Yep. Okay. Okay, yep, alright. So, boss event. Let's figure this one out.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty.
Oh! Cool. Okay. Okay. Oh, dear. Motherfucker. Whoa. Whoa! Okay, I guess I fucking got it.
Stop being surprised by all the weird shit in this place.
fuck me. Okay. Just want to make sure that there's nothing hidden in this room, because this game really, really, really rewards curiosity. Hidden areas are worth extra ability points. Is that a new one? Yep, I guess that's a new one. All right.
Oh, so good.
Oh God. Oh.
Oh, need more.
Okay. Goodbye, Ranger Captain. Alright. Got one extra ability. Yeah. Sending it on. Next points go into health. And then I'm going to need a total of 11 points to max out that. That's fine. Okay. None of these look really especially great. Okay. None of that especially matters. I don't really care about upgrading charge, honestly. It's been letting me down, or I've been letting myself down with it. I want to get the grip upgrade. I need more remote thought. So in my next in-between, I am going to go ahead and I'm in the pit. Not Astral Exhibition. Where the fuck? I guess Active Threshold? Let's try Active Threshold. We're trying to get back to Dr. Underhill. Yeah, this looks right. And again, and I do appreciate this, killing the thing that was fucking the room doesn't unfuck the room. The room is still fucked. It's just, this is just what this part of the facility looks like.
You've returned, I see.
Yes, I've returned.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked. Now tell me everything. Did you find the source? You did, didn't you?
I found a big angry plant. Like, gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it?
Yes, I killed it.
You found the source and you killed it. I could have learned so much from a live specimen.
Her concern is touching. Really. It's too much.
Here, I brought you a sample.
A piece of the innermost mold.
Oh, she's
You're
gonna
not
kill
such
the
a
mold
lost
with it,
cause
isn't she?
after all. Strange. So different, even superficially. Another stage of growth, perhaps.
Please, no more stages.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth. You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
I'm glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold.
I see.
They managed to sneak out without the Rangers noticing. There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible.
Okay,
The mold can
so
still
bug
be
hunts.
spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
Okay.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
So, just like
That's a
Langstrom,
nice way to say that.
please. The way you say it is please.
Thanks for the information.
So much like Langstrom,
My pleasure.
this is, let's see, it's a new... You gonna let me let me do thing. Yes, you are. Okay, so eradicate mold hosts around parapsychology, ritual division, and central research. Those are all actually fairly close together. Okay, and I think that's going to be it for me for a moment at least. There's one last thing that I do want to do. Because it's been a little while. I want to check in with Ati. I don't actually have... no. Okay, I don't have a control point in here. I thought I did. I'm going to check in with Adi and see if he also has any things for me to do for him. And then I'm going to pack it in. I'm going to do the dishes, and then I'm going to come back and do something a little different. By which I mean to say something that is this, but not control, probably. I'm going to take a moment. Or maybe this. Okay, whatever. Anyway, let's check in the body. That is in, as we remember, it's maintenance ventilation.
That's the reason they can go as far as Pepe grows.
So, what Ati's saying... Clear the mold. Okay.
You need to scrap that clean or there goes my reputation and honor. And then the good won't swing.
Okay. I understand. So, Ati is speaking in Finnish idioms. Completely, I mean, the not translated for context or anything. He is speaking in literal Finnish idioms, as far as the pepper grows, or last winter's snows. He is Finnish, and apparently the voice actor who performed this role won an award for it, which frankly I think was well deserved. All right, everybody. So that's it for our mold diversion. Next time, I think we're probably going to check in and see what is going on with my brother, and then we'll go around and clean up some of these exciting fungal blooms everywhere. I love you all very much. Thanks for coming along. You guys have a great day, and be good.